As calls for the impeachment of Donald Trump have increased, there's been an increasing speculation about the Democratic donor behind a series of nationally broadcast ads pushing for the president's removal. Tom Steyer has spent $20 million on the effort, leading to questions about whether the buy was at least in part about his own political ambitions. Well, today, Steyer made a big announcement. No, he's not running, but he does have designs on helping Democrats take control of the House.
So I'm not going to run for office in 2018. That's not where I can make the biggest difference. 2018 is going to be a fierce contest for me and for everyone on our team. 2018 is going to be a straightforward debate between two radically different visions of America. In 10 months, God willing, the people of America are going to send a wave across the nation. This tide will wash away the stain of the Trump administration.
Tom Steyer is the founder and president of Next Gen America, which will now focus on increasing millennial voter turnout in 2018, and he joins me now. Tom, thanks for being here. So you spent quite a bit of money. $20 million is quite a lot of money on ads calling for Donald Trump's impeachment. Surely you know that that this current Congress is not going to impeach Donald Trump. So what was that about? What was that $20 million spent for? Was it about building a database? Was it about getting your name out there so that you potentially could run for office? What was that about?
Well, Joy, first of all, let me say, we're doubling down on the need to impeach campaign. So it's not what it was about, it's what it is about. The fact of the matter is the whole point of the need to impeach campaign was to empower and enable the voice of the American people to be heard. And we believe, and we believed then when we started on October 20th, and we believe today that, in fact, the president is dangerous, he's unfit for office, we need to get rid of him, and that the American people's voice, regardless of what party they're in, is the only power in the land that will make that happen, is the only thing that the elected officials of both parties absolutely have to listen to. So it's true that we're going to do all the youth organizing that I talked about this morning. But it's also true that we're doubling down on the need to impeach campaign. That wasn't a tactic. That is an ongoing campaign where we feel very strongly we need to get rid of this dangerous and unfit president.
Tom, you know, you're a good businessman, obviously. You've made a lot of money in business. You're a smart guy. You must know, clearly you're a political realist. You know that this House of Representatives that is genuflecting before Trump, the obsequious behavior you've seen out of Republicans, the Speaker of the House talking about exquisite leadership. Since you must know that they are not going to impeach Donald Trump no matter what the public says. I mean, you ran those ads on Fox News. So there's something else going on here. This was partly about building your political organization, right?
I think that is not right, Joy. We are sincere in this, and I think you've got to look back in history to how impeachment really works. Because if you look back about what impeachment means, it's a very serious endeavor. It means getting rid of the elected president of the United States. And that cannot happen without the knowledge and the intent and the will of the American people. If you look at Richard Nixon, it was a 2.5-year process before he resigned, leading up to what would have been his impeachment. This is not happening silently. It's not happening quickly. It's not happening behind closed doors or in the dead of night. This is a long educational process of the American people so that we all understand what's at stake, how bad the situation really is, and what we can do together to solve it. So anyone who thinks this is a short process or that we got into this on October 2017 thinking it would be over in 2018 doesn't read history accurately. The fact of the matter is this is all about the education and empowerment of the American people, and that's what we're doing. All right, we're going directly to them.
Let's talk about what you're doing now with your Next Gen Rising. Next Gen America was your original organization. Now you have Next Gen Rising. $30 million invested in this effort. You're in Arizona, California, Florida, Iowa, Michigan, Wisconsin, Nevada, New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. What is that spent toward? Is it voter registration? What are you looking to do in those states?
Well, let me say this, Joy. Once again, this is not new. We have been doing so-called millennial organizing for up to 5 years. What we're saying is that in the United States, the largest age cohort is the millennials. It's bigger than the boomers. And traditionally, they participate at extremely low levels in elections. So our goal, when you say, is it registration? Is it engagement? Is it voter participation? It's all of the above. It's really an attempt to engage millennials, whether they're in college or working or whatever, to engage them in the process, to let them know how important their participation is, and to basically broaden our democracy, because we believe the answer to the crisis that we're in, that this administration and this rogue Republican Party have put us in, is more democracy with a small d. Broader participation, more people's voice being heard. That's our answer, and that's what we're trying to do in millennial organizing.
So we've seen, actually, we're very short on time, so I'll just very quickly ask you, you have any interest in running for president in 2020?
We are 100% focused on November 6, 2018. You can't tell me, as smart as you are, Joy, and I certainly can't tell you where we're going to stand the morning after the election in 2018, but I know this. We're going to be in a substantially different place one way or the other, and we're absolutely determined that this is the first step towards getting rid of this rogue administration and this rogue party that is trying to take us backwards and is working antithetically to the interests of the American people.
All right, Tom Steyer, thank you very much for being
Joy.
here. Appreciate it. Okay,
Thanks
and
for
up
having me.
ahead, thank you. Why Oprah